Consciousness by Venerable Rung Ruang Papas Saro, Dr. Rung Ruang Lim Chupatipa. In Buddhism, life is conceptualized as a dynamic continuum of consciousness. Hence, to comprehend how life functions, one must examine how an individual consciousness operates, specifically, its interaction with objects of awareness. This investigation focuses on recognizing stimuli from the external world as they are received through the 6 sense bases, uncovering the intricate process of perception and awareness. The Buddha discovered that consciousness is a natural phenomenon that arises and fades away within a short period, in an on-off rhythm, much like the rhythmic on-off patterns observed in modern EEG, electroencephalogram, readings of the central nervous system. In Buddhist philosophy, a consciousness operates in a repeated routine as a stream of consciousness, processing one signal of the object of consciousness at a time. Each moment of the act of cognition involves 3 activities as follows. 1. The mind apprehends an object. Each time when being conscious, the mind fetches a signal of the object of consciousness. 2. The mind will absorb the object, trying to understand what the matter is about. 3. The mind releases the present object before fetching a new signal of the object of consciousness. The continuation of each frame of perception unfolds with such rapidity that it appears to be a continuous motion as the persistence of perception inside the mind. Viewed through this analogy, the entire routine of being conscious is akin to a person sleeping beneath a mango tree. Upon waking, he eats a mango and falls back to sleep after eating, completing a single cycle. Later, the person wakes up again, repeats the act of eating a mango, and returns to sleep. In this metaphor, waking up and eating the mango represents the arising of consciousness, while falling asleep signifies its fading away. The mango, in this case, symbolizes the object of consciousness, grasped, experienced, and then let go. In fact, what we see in the insight observation of a subject of consciousness is simply a reflection of being conscious. The routine of waking up, eating, and sleeping mirrors the stream of consciousness. Remarkably, all of our daily activities, such as memory, decision-making, and emotional processing, are essentially composed of these micro-activities of mind processing. What's fascinating is that these processes often occur without our conscious awareness. In 2003, this insight realization on consciousness was investigated by Richard Davidson and Antoine Lutz. The scientists conducted a very interesting scientific study using the fMRI to investigate the brain activities of several Buddhist monks with extensive experience in mindfulness meditation. The objective of this study extended beyond exploring the differences between the brain activity of ordinary individuals and that of well-trained Buddhist monks. It also sought to understand how Buddhist practices can enhance the quality of mental performance. This study uncovered intriguing insights into how consciousness functions within the nervous system. It revealed that consciousness is not localized to a specific area but occurs throughout the central nervous system. Richard Davidson and Antoine Lutz identified a distinctive pattern of consciousness processing, consisting of 4 successive stages: mind wandering, awareness or mindfulness, reorientation of attention, and sustaining attention or concentration. This finding underscores the crucial role of mindfulness and concentration as integral components of consciousness. Hence, the effectiveness of consciousness in functioning depends significantly on the cultivation and quality of mindfulness and concentration. In Buddhism, the Buddha explained that, to sustain mindfulness while performing insight observation, the mind must be cultivated and maintained mindfully with concentration. This study reveals a very interesting discovery that in each round of having consciousness, the mind begins the first step in a mind-wandering state, which sometimes is referred to as pre-consciousness. This is a state of readiness, primed to receive and process any new incoming signal. Following this, the mind transitions into a state of awareness of what the object is, known as mindfulness. It then proceeds to reorient attention toward the object, followed by focusing on the object for a while before making a decision on how to respond to the object, a process referred to as concentration. Clearly, the quality of consciousness depends on the quality of mindfulness, meaning the ability to be aware of the object, and the quality of concentration, meaning the ability to focus on the object. However, the concentration to focus on the object is very short, not to hold the object forever. Otherwise, the consciousness will get stuck and lost in something for a longer period, like an absorption. And this is the reason why we should not perform mantra meditation when working with dangerous machines or driving a car. In this circumstance, the Buddha introduced a new kind of meditation, so-called mindfulness meditation, to enhance the quality of mindfulness by balancing mindfulness with concentration. That is, the mind is mindfulness with concentration. A stream of consciousness is an action of how a mind is engaged with objects of consciousness, one at a time. Therefore, the quality of an individual is shaped by how each moment of consciousness operates while engaging with these objects. Mindfulness determines the clarity with which the mind recognizes and understands the object of consciousness, while concentration ensures the mind holds onto the object steadily for a short period before releasing the current object to fetch the next new one. To investigate the mind and its functions thoroughly during insight observation, a specialized mindfulness practice referred to as Buddhist meditation is an essential tool to sharpen the quality of mindfulness and concentration. When these two qualities are cultivated and honed to a heightened level of refinement, they combine as purified mindfulness with equanimity, which enables clear observation, profound study, and understanding of the mind's true nature as it genuinely exists.